Okay, so what I've done, guys, is I've actually minimized the GoToWebinar control panel so I can't see your comments anymore for the minute. And if you've got any questions, then obviously Rhett or Neil will come on and answer those questions for you. In the meantime, I will pop that up every now and again just to make sure that you're all following and that you know what I'm talking about and I'm not going too fast. Okay, so here we are in the login screen. So once you have created your account, then this is where you're going to come in order to log in. And if you are a free member, then at the moment you've got the old templates. The new layout has actually been launched this week, and that's free members can see that as well, but you won't get all the background templates and all the extra widgets. They're all coming out on Monday. So if you're a free member, there's a whole load of new stuff coming out on Monday with these templates. Plus, if you're a free member, at the moment you can only create one page, one tab per Facebook page. In fact, one tab for one page. I think that's all you can do. As of Monday, when these come out, when these relaunch to free members, you're actually going to be able to create unlimited pages, unlimited tabs on unlimited Facebook pages. Now, please note, if you're a free member, they will be branded with the Social Networking Academy brand, but you can, as I said, create unlimited pages, which is quite cool. And at the moment, there is the branding on there, but you can only create one page, so that's quite cool. So you just simply go and log in, and then once you log in, then here you are in the actual main dashboard of your templates. Now what we need tonight, I'm just going to say a small prayer to the technical gods, is for the internet to work nice and fast and for everything to go very smoothly. Quick sip of water, excuse me. Okay, so what we do, first thing we need to do, we're now logged into our account, we're on the tab dashboard, and the first thing we need to do is create a new tab. So I'm just going to go down here. I'm going to do it for Joe's test page for the Social Networking Academy. You can see a lot of these no images available. That's just because middle of creating this, we changed the way we coded these screenshots. But actually what's going to happen is when you create a page, all your pages are going to show on here as little screenshot images. So that means that you're going to be able to see at a glance what tabs you've created and what it is that you've created on those tabs. Okay, they're just tiny little screenshot images, and that's going to make it a lot easier for you to be able to manage your pages because you can actually see what's behind your tabs. Okay, so I'm going to go up here and I'm going to click down here. Now if this first time to your tabs, you're going to get a connect with Facebook option. Okay, and then once you connect with Facebook, it's going to bring up all your fan pages here. So for instance, if you're building pages for clients, one of the things you have to do is ensure that they add you as an admin, yeah, on their page, because then once you're an admin on their page, then the page is going to show up in here, okay, and you'll be able to pull it up in order to be able to build their page for them. And then once you do that, then the tabs are going to show up on here, and you're going to be able to go and select a tab. And as you can see, I've got some tabs that are already installed. It's going to inform you if any of the tabs are already installed, and you can go to the next tab and then just name the tab. This is for your reference. Okay, this is for you to see in here what you've called your tab. Okay, so I'm going to call test tab. In fact, I'm just going to call it test tab for webinar. And then you simply click add tab. And then that's going to add the tab for you here on your dashboard. Just give that 1 second to reload. Here we go. Okay, so I go down to the bottom and there's my test tab for webinar. So we now click on that in order to edit it. Okay, so I'm going to click on that in order to go through and edit that tab. And here I am in the tab editor. Okay, so down here you can see we have our canvas, which is totally closed at the moment. We actually need to go and open that up in order to create a canvas to work on, and all of our widgets. Okay, we also have some settings that I'm going to run through with you, and these settings up here as well. So the first thing I'm going to do is go and change the tab height in order to give me a canvas to work with. Okay, that's going to be our blank canvas that goes onto our Facebook page. And now we can go ahead and begin to create our page. Okay, now what you do is to create your page, you use all of these different widgets here. They're going to help you create your page. Now, when you create a page from blank within our templates, we're fully SSL covered. That means you don't need an SSL certificate. Yeah. So Facebook, who obviously encourages, they were going to make it obligatory actually, sometime back in October last year, that everybody, when they're using Facebook, would only see secure pages and sites. So we're going to make it obligatory that you searched on Facebook using this secure search, but they haven't yet. There's still an option in Facebook as to whether you choose to search over a secure browser or not. But you know, lots of people do, and if you are not SSL covered and you create tabs, then it actually, if people are using Facebook with their secure browser turned on, then they won't see your page. They'll get a security warning and they won't see your page. So it's a really good idea to ensure that if you do have any pages on Facebook, they are hosted on a secure server, just to ensure that everybody gets to see your tabs. So when you create pages on here, they're all covered under SSL. So what do all these little widget thingies do? Well, you've got your text one, very basic WYSIWYG editor. So, welcome to our page. Now, my objective here, first of all, right now, is just to show you how to use everything, okay? It's not to create a really, really pretty page, but what I am going to do in a sec is I'm going to take you through to a couple of our pages and show you what converts and what doesn't convert, okay? So that you can create pages that convert. We're going to do that in a second, and then we can go down and we can actually colour this. So it's a general basic WYSIWYG editor. You can do whatever you want and then add that widget to the page and simply drag that across like that, and boom, stick that in the middle, and there's your text on your page. Okay. You can go and grab images. So if I grab this image box down here, then I can basically choose file and just go and grab an image straight from my desktop, for instance, or from anywhere within my computer, and just go and grab any image that I want to. So let's just go and grab an image, and let's just grab this one here. Oh, that's an old one. Gosh, don't I look young there? That one I'll do. And you can also make it a clickable image if you want. You can put a link in here, okay, and actually make it a clickable image. So you can do that. So I'm going to click Add Image, and then I can again just go and drag that image down and put that wherever I want it. It's just taking a minute to load. So just give that a second to load up there. There we go. Okay, and then you can move that image around and make it bigger or smaller. It depends obviously on the size of the image that you're actually loading in here. And then we've got an image pack for you. Okay, all of these across here actually, from image pack through to CD, they're all different images that we've provided for you. So if you drag image pack down and just give that a moment to load, then what I've got in here are just some ebook style things, some dollar signs and things like that. Okay, so for instance, I could just go and grab that one, say, okay, and that's kind of like an ebook style image, yeah. And then we've got people as well. So if I drag that down, you've just got a few pictures of people and stuff like that. If I drag this down, you've got a whole host of buttons that you can use. Some plain that you can kind of write across the top of, some add to carts or download now. Here you can see there's lots of just different coloured buttons that you can go and use on your page, and you can obviously type over the top of these. In fact, let's go and grab one right now. Here we go. So, I could put that down here and type something on there. So I could go and grab the text widget, for instance, and put free gift, something like that, and then bold that and make that a bit bigger. Let's make that 6, and let's make that to Homer, and then let's make it yellow, and then add that widget and then drag that down, And then look, there you go. I can put that on top of there. Something like that. Yeah, I'm just playing around. And you can do the same on here. I could put, for instance, I could go and grab the text widget now, and I could put Joe's ebook, whatever that might be, and bold that and make that bigger. And make that, I don't know, yellow as well. That will go on there. There we go, and just bring that down. Look, it doesn't quite fit. You need to play around, obviously, with the wording, but you can. I think you can see what I'm talking about. So you can, drag images down and then do something on top of the images to create some kind of image. Okay, and there's PDF images and CD and DVD images and all sorts. You can add a YouTube video. Okay, so if you wanted to advertise this as a free GIF, for instance, or something, we could move all this around, put that over there, and go and put a video on there. So you just basically we go into YouTube and go and grab a video, any video code. Now, for those of you that are on the call at the moment, you're thinking, well, I use them all the time, Joe. I know how to do all this. Don't worry, because in a minute what we're going to do is start talking about, converting pages and high converting pages, etc. I definitely want to just make sure that I cover the basics first and people know how to use them. So here is a new video that I loaded up today to go onto our blog, and this is how to create a message in the new Aweber layout. Now, that's a strange YouTube code, isn't it? With that ULAs at the bottom. Is that correct? Just going to refresh that page because that looks a bit strange. Oh, something's happening with my browser. It's decided it's going to pack up.
Hello there,
no,
how you
it's
doing?
working. Good, awesome. Just grab that. So let's say that you have created a little welcome video or something. Then you can obviously load that to YouTube and go and put this in YouTube and add the widget, and then you've got a little YouTube video. Now just bear with me because something's happening with my browser. It's going a little bit slow. So you can basically, there you go, resize your video as well and go and put a video in your page. So you could put that there. This isn't pretty. I know this isn't pretty, but it's just for obviously demonstration purposes. Okay, so that's that, and then you've got your autoresponder code. So this is where you'd put your opt-in code. Okay, so if I go over and go into Aweber, now with your autoresponder code, you can use any autoresponder you like as long as it's using HTML. Okay, so if you're actually using GetResponse, or you're using MailChimp, or you're using Constant Contact or iContact or whatever, as long as the web forms that they build have an HTML web form, and most will, probably all will, in fact. Okay, then you can go and use Aweber. So if you go across to, you can go and use their autoresponder code. So if you go across to web forms, okay, and just go and grab one, any one. I'm going to go to this my web form here, okay, and in here I've got a little opt-in form, and I'm just going to click the publish button and go and grab the HTML code, which is here. Then what I can do is go back here and then grab the autoresponder, drag it down, place that code in there, add widget, and then move this opt-in form down. Okay. Now the thing with the little code here is sometimes this box, this autoresponder box, might sort of show up here. Yeah. You just be aware of this if you're using the templates, that the little box might actually be up here in the top left hand side. Now if it is at all, it shouldn't be, it should cover the whole thing, but if it is up here in the top left hand side, always make sure that you pull that out and down, yep, so that it does cover the entire box, so you can move it around. Because if you leave it up there in the top left hand side, then the templates will actually when you publish it live, the template will position this in the top left. So you do need to make sure that you just drag that down and cover your entire Aweber box so that fits nicely on your page. Okay, So that's adding your autoresponder, and then all these other buttons, you've got things like HTML. Okay, if you've got HTML code that you want to add to your page, you can just drag that down and put in your HTML code below. If you want to add share buttons and things on your page, you drag down Facebook, okay, and then you've got the option. Something's going on my browser. I may have to switch to Firefox in a second, guys. Sorry about that. There's just something playing funny, but these have got little tick boxes, little circles, and you can click on these and create a Facebook like button, recommend, Facebook share. You can create a Twitter feed in here, okay, and actually put a Twitter feed in. You can put a Google +1 button. The Google Maps function is really funky, really good. You put in any kind of business address. I mean, let's just put something in. What should we put? Where should we put? Okay, S73 8DP. There we go. And I'm going to add the widget. This is somewhere that we used to inhabit. And there we go. Look at that. That is so cool. That's a street view. Okay. And then you've got the options. So once obviously I load that, then people can go and have a look down the street. And if I want to, I could actually have the road map instead. Okay, and that's going to give me the road map there. If I want to, I can have the satellite, and that's going to give me the satellite there. If I want to, I can have a hybrid. So you can see it's really good. I really like this. I think this is really cool. So let's just put in Street View so you can go and play with that. That's awesome. Sorry, getting excited by my Google Map widget there. And then the other thing you can do is iframe a page in. So I'll show you that in a second. I want to show you the iframe in a second and talk about that separately because that's quite important. You can put in an RSS feed to your blog. So I can literally drag this down, put in my RSS feed, and boom, it's going to bring up all of my blog posts. Okay. You can use the embed video widget. The only problem with the embed video, especially if you are perhaps an EVP user or something, and Neil and I were testing this and playing with this afternoon, is that you're going to have to ensure that your videos are hosted. If they're self-hosted videos, then you're going to have to ensure that they're hosted on a secured server. Otherwise, they won't play unless you're in non-secure mode browsing. Yeah, so if you're using EVP or something, you're going to need to make sure that that is hosted on a secure server. Otherwise, unfortunately, it's an external source coming into Facebook, and Facebook are going to flag it as not secure, and therefore, if people are searching using the secure browsing, they're not going to see the video. So that's just something to be aware of. Or you can add Facebook comments. Let's bring Facebook comments down, and once you've obviously you can just put in your Facebook URL.com/social networking academy. Oops. I'm going to get that right. And then say 10 comments, and then bring that down. Bring that down all the way down the page. There we go. So you can add comments and then just drag this button down here. Okay, let's go up and make this a bit bigger, shall we? There you go. So we can add comments down there. And you can add a call me button for Skype. You can add a call me button and put in your Skype ID so people can call you from your page. Twitter buttons, follow buttons, share buttons, hashtag buttons, mention buttons, all that kind of stuff. LinkedIn buttons, your profile, your share, all of that. A hotspot widget is for if you want to place a link somewhere on your, behind your page that you don't want to show as a clickable link. You know how sometimes this was actually a request from one of our members, and I thought I've seen that actually on all around the place, so I'm going to add one, but it seems a bit strange to me, in all honesty. You know those, you can sometimes go to pages and they've got like a big photo on there, and you mouse over the photo and you'll suddenly see that one of the pictures or something is clickable. Yeah. Then that's what the hotspot widget is. So let's say you can always add clickable images, but let's say you've got a big image let's say you took a photo of a group of friends, right? And then you pulled that entire photo down here on your page of all your friends, but you wanted to put all your friends' profiles on over each of their faces. So when somebody moused over all their faces, they would get a link to go through and check out their profiles. Yeah. So you got a big image on here. The hotspot widget, when you bring it down, it just asks you for a URL. Yeah. What that essentially does is it allows you to put in a link and place that anywhere you want on the page. Yeah, so I can just put in a link to wherever and then go and place the hotspot widget. So I don't know, let's just use facebook.com for the minute. Okay, that's not going to work. www. And add that widget. Okay, so I can basically take this little hotspot and then go and place it wherever I wanted to place it on the image. Yeah, so let's actually edit that and put in me. facebook.com/Joe Barnes online, and then that little hotspot there, when it's loaded and that image is showing, then you won't see that, but it will just be clickable. Yeah, so there you go, that's that. You can add Picasa code if you want to display your Picasa photos. You can add a slide from SlideShare. Yeah, it's just HTML code. So you can upload any PowerPoint presentations or anything like that to a program like SlideShare and add that in here. And you can actually build and create shapes from directly within here. You can use our little shapes tool and build and create shapes. And there basically you have all the different functions in order to create a page. And then up here, if you want, you can add a background color. If you want to actually create a background color, so you know, this is kind of like the major wheel, so I could drag this round and say, okay, well I want, you know, sort of, I don't know, light blue. And then what you do is you use this wheel inside to decide, oops, hold on, use this wheel inside to decide, you know, kind of what level of light blue or whatever that you'd want. Yeah. And if you want white, then you just take that back up and it takes it back to white. And you can add a reveal tab. You can add a fan gate here. And to add the fan gate, all you do is click this little button here. And then you can either use our default, which isn't very descriptive, so it's just there as a placeholder really, but it's not very descriptive, or you can add your own image. So you would go and build an image that's 820 pixels wide. Yeah, and it would have your little graphics on it saying click here to reveal the content behind or something, whatever you want. You would choose the file, upload it from your desktop, and boom, you've now got a reveal tab, and then people have to like your page. So let's not do that for the minute. We can come back and do that in a second if you want me to show you. So I'm going to click Save Tab. They're all the kind of basics to building a page, and then Publish tab. Okay, so always make sure you save your tab first. That's now saved this kind of in my system. Okay, and then click Publish, and that's just going to bring up the little publish here. So I'm going to add this to my test page. Now this has brought up this publish, which is adding this particular tab to my test page. If you ever save the tab and then click on publish, and when you get here it's not brought up the page that you originally selected and it's just giving you a big drop down box, that's because the page is already published. If the page is not published on Facebook, then your page will definitely come up here in the drop down box. If however this tab that you're creating is already published on Facebook, yeah, then your page will not show in here. When you drop down the box, the page just will not show in here because it's already on there, it's already published. So it means you need to go in and find that tab, and obviously any amendments that you've made you'll actually see from within Facebook. Alright, so that's just adding that page now to my tab. It's just publishing it. So here I am in my test page. This is our new timeline cover creator. We were just testing the resolution and everything earlier. Check out that image. Check out the crispness of that image. I'm really impressed with the resolution actually of our timeline cover creator. I think that looks really good. But anyway, that's something slightly different. I'll show you guys that in a minute. Hockey dokie. So, where is it? Where are you, little tab? Okay. That's strange. What did I say earlier? all we want now is for the internet to work well and all the tabs to be brilliant, for everything to work smoothly. Okay, so this is good though. I quite enjoy having little challenges so that we can go and resolve them together. Let's say that you've just published your tab and you come in here and you think, oh, where is it? Why isn't it showing? Unless it's not test tab 9, is it? Just checking, making sure that it's no. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go into edit page, okay, and go into apps on the left hand side. Click on apps. My browser's definitely playing up at the moment. And here is my Social Networking Academy, so I'm just going to click edit settings. And for some reason it hasn't added the tab on Facebook. Yeah, that shouldn't happen. It should add it automatically. In fact, in every test I've ever done, it's done that. But if it doesn't add it automatically for whatever reason, Facebook's feeling a bit funny or anything like that, if you come into the back end and find the tab, all you need to do is click add, okay, and that will add the tab to your main page, and then click OK. Alright, and now if we go back and view page, then that tab should show. And there it is, tab 3. Okay, so for some reason it just didn't add it automatically, so you just need to go into edit page and just tick that, get that permission to add the tab, and then it will show it. So we're going to click on there, and that is going to bring up our page, and there it is. Okay, so the only issue I can see there is our little hotspot widget is actually showing those outlines, which it's not supposed to do. So that's just something for our developers. So, alright, but other than that, there's your page, there's your ebook, there's your video, there's your opt-in form, there's your Google Maps, look, and you can now go searching around and having a look at there, and there's your comments. Okay, and that's basically the basics to using the templates. Now, if I wanted to go in and amend this, okay, let's just minimize that. Now what I can do is I can just go in, and let's say I wanted to remove that because that doesn't work, and let's say that I wanted to edit this text and make it a bit smaller so that it fits. For instance, let's do that. And I want to just remove this because I thought that was rubbish, so I'm taking that away, and then move that up, and I decided actually I don't want the street view anymore, I want the road map, for instance. Edit the widget, okay, and then move that up. So let's say I wanted to just go in and make some general amends to the page, then I'm just going to come in and do that, and then I'm just going to click Save Tab. I now no longer need to publish, because I've already published the page, so I just need to save the tab now, okay? And also I want to change the tab name on Facebook. I don't want it to be called tab 3, I want it to be called something else. So I can now click in here, change tab name, or just let it catch up. Change tab name, okay? And then I can call this webinar tab, for instance, okay? So what it's going to do is it's going to automatically name it the number of the tab that you've picked. Yeah, when you choose your tab name in that beginning screen in the dashboard, that doesn't hold any relevance with what happens on Facebook. What it's going to do is that's just a reference for you to remember what the tab's called. When you publish it to Facebook, it's going to simply call it the name of the actual tab number, yeah, that you've actually chosen. So if you chose tab 3, it's going to be tab 3. But if you come in here and then change your tab name and call that webinar tab, for instance, and then click update tab name, oh, something strange has happened there. Let me just resend that folder. We were just having some issues with that little tab name the other day, and it got fixed. So you've got to love it when these little technical things occur, don't they, live? We'll just go in and see if it's saved that. It seems to. Let's go in and have a look, shall we, and just see if it's saved that. So I'm going to refresh this page. Yeah, there we go. So it's renamed it webinar tab. So that's now renamed it on Facebook, and obviously you can see I've removed that, I've changed the ebook, I've changed this to roadmap, and I've moved everything up, so I don't need to republish. And if we actually just go to Joe's test page, and then click on the little buttons down here, you'll see at the bottom it's renamed it to webinar tab. Okay, so that's how to do it from within the templates. You can, of course, rename it from here as well. If you just click on that little edit button up there and go down to the bottom and click on edit settings, you can change the tab name in there, webinar tab, and click save. But you can also do it from within the templates, which is quite funky. And this is where you change the image as well. Okay, so this little click here image, you can click on change and then go in here in Facebook, and you can basically upload a different image. Okay, and then that will show on Facebook as well. It's just taking a little while to load. So I'm just going to close that for now. Okay. Alright guys, so those are the basics, and then let me just go and add a reveal tab so that you kind of know what that looks like as well. So I'm just going to click on, and I'm just going to use ours for the minute. So I'm going to click use our default and then add image. Now you're not going to see it, okay, on here. It's not previewing it, okay. You're just going to click save tab again. And then I'm going to, I've just shut that down, haven't I? Yes. I'm going to go to Facebook and go to Joe's test page. And let's just open that. Here we are. Now, obviously, I've liked this page. Yeah, so if I now go to the webinar tab, again, I'm going to see it straight away. I'm not going to see the reveal tab because I've already liked the page. It's just going to show me my actual page. But if I go to liked and actually unlike and then refresh, just give that a second, and it's going to show me I'm still showing as liked. Hold on. Unlike. Back to Joe's test page. I wonder if it won't do it because I'm the admin. Unlike Facebook. No, I don't think it's going to do it because I'm the admin. La, la, la. Oh. Took that time. It took. Yay. Okay, so as you can see, ours is is a graphic that I haven't updated. It should be 820 pixels wide. This is from the old 520. So we'll have to upload a new one of these. But there you go. There's the fan gate. Okay, I think you get the idea. If you loaded your own image in here, obviously, then that would, you'd need it to be 820 pixels wide. But there's your fan gate, and then obviously when the people then click on like, then they're going to be able to go straight through to the actual main page. It's going to take a minute just to open. Now it won't like. Look, I've unliked. Now Facebook is having a funny 5 minutes, is all I can say. Come on, I'm liking. It's now not letting me like my page. Anyway, let's just have a quick look and see how you guys are getting on. Trust Facebook to like. Please like. I want to like my page. Gotta love that, haven't you? Okay, it's not gonna let me like my page now. Oh, I'm liked again. Okay, anyway, I think you guys get the idea. Good, alright, so what size are the tab images that show up in the menu of Facebook? 111 pixels by 74. These images, I presume you're talking about, Susan. 111 pixels by 74. Okay, don't forget though, guys, that if you have full access to the templates as a member, then you get the downloads as well. You get the entire graphics pack with 200 of these in the graphics pack. Yeah, so there's actually 200 of these little app images for you to use. Okay, you can just go and download those and then upload those. Okay, to Facebook. So you've got plenty of those to use. I'm just having a quick look through your questions. Have you got any questions, guys, on what I've shown you so far? Yeah, D, the EVP videos, the issue is that it needs to be hosted on a secure server. But the problem with that is the minute you go to host them on secure servers is they're going to play slower. Okay, so you need to be aware of that. Personally, I would really just use Facebook to play YouTube videos or Vimeo or whatever. Abir, how can I use Easy Video Player Lightbox video into my page? which widget to use for this. Well, once again, Abir, you just need to make sure that EVP is going to be hosted on a secure server to use it. Otherwise, lots of people won't see the videos; they just won't play. Okay. But if you want to do it, then you're using the embed video code here. Okay, you just put in your video embed code in there. Good. Okay. Yes, it would be better just to use YouTube, definitely. Yep. Abir, can you increase the canvas more than 2,000? Yep, it's now 3,000. Okay, it's 3,000 pixels long, and we are actually looking at making it 5,000 pixels long. Okay, just to make sure that we really do get anybody that wants to create a page, we can. Can you use the hotspot and link to an image or page on the website? For example, if I showed e-college or cards, if they mouse over the image, they can click through to my website. Can you do that without SSL on my server? Yes, you can, Roz. Yes, you can. Okay. Hildy, yes, all of these functions that I've just demonstrated for you tonight are all available to free members. But you may have just popped on slightly late. When I started the webinar, I was just explaining that some of these widgets won't be out until Mondays, but the kind of new templates are really being officially launched on Monday, and that includes more widgets and something I'm about to show you now. So I'm just having a quick look at your questions. Yeah, D. Regarding EVP, it is they would need to be on a server that's got an SSL certificate. But I've spoken to EVP, and the problem with that is it does mean that the videos are going to play slower. So I really would just use these templates for YouTube videos. Okay. Christine, how would you download a PDF file? Well, a PDF file would need to be a link, Christine. Yeah. So what you'd need to do is actually upload the PDF file somewhere first. So if you use a server or an FTP client, you could do that. But to be honest with you, I just cheat because I mean I've got a server and a very good FTP, but 9 times out of 10 I'm just in a real rush and I think I just want to get something uploaded. I do this with images all the time. So let me just show you how I cheat. I just basically go into WordPress and I upload new media in WordPress. Yeah, so it's a great little way of just uploading photos, PDFs, anything you want people to download. If you just come into media here, okay, and then add new, then you can just go and drag so basically let's say you've got a Word document, right? So you've got a Word document which you want to be an ebook or a report or something. The first thing you do is you convert that to PDF, okay, using your Word program or OpenOffice or whatever program that you use on your computer. So you end up on your computer with a PDF file. In fact, I'm sure I've got I think we've done a Pinterest PDF recently. So watch read, there we go. Where's my Pinterest? Here we go. Get traffic and customers your business using Pinterest. So this is a new PDF that we have recently created that I haven't publicized yet. Okay. So all I would do is drag this PDF here onto my WordPress. Okay, and drop it, and then WordPress is going to upload even. Joe, get your wording right. It's going to upload that PDF onto WordPress. Okay, and so there we go. And then it's given me a file link. So I basically grab that little link there, and if I go and place that in my address bar, then it takes me to the PDF, okay, because that's the link, obviously, takes you straight to the PDF. It's just taking a moment to open. Come on, internet. It's a bit slow tonight. Come on. Okay, so that's going to open the PDF, but what I would do is also take that link anytime. I'm going to show you something now, actually, something quite cool. Okay, so here's my PDF. All right, so there it is for people to go and have a look and check that out, etc. But what I might do is, this is not going to be great. There we go. Okay, let's do that. Right. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to take a screenshot. Okay, I'm just going to literally put my mouse over the top of this and take a screenshot of this. Okay. Alright, so I've just taken a little screenshot of this graphic. Okay, now I'm going to copy this link, go back into my templates. Alright, let's just move everything down. Move that down. In fact, let's just remove that, okay? And let's put it here. What I'm now going to do is I'm going to drag image down, and I'm going to choose File and go to my desktop and go and grab that screenshot, yeah, and choose that. It's going to take it's 973 pics. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the PDF link in the link URL. Okay, and you need to just make sure that you're using the whole HTTP link. There we go, HTTP, it's fine. And then add the image. Okay, and that is going to add that clickable image onto my page. Now that might just take a couple of minutes because obviously you can see my internet's running a bit slow and that's a fairly big file, but there it is, there it comes. So I'm just going to drag this down here. Come on. Here we go. So I could now put that down there, for instance, and you know, have a little thing that says download your PDF guide here, and then simply click Save tab. And then go to Joe's test page. Oh, it won't let me. Come on, Facebook. It won't let me into the tab. Oh, you gotta love it, haven't you? Come on. Come on. Alright, let me in. Yay! Okay, and then come down here, and you need to make your images as small as possible, guys, because you don't want them to take time. And you can see now when I click on it, I've got my little hand. And if I actually just open that, it's going to take me to the PDF. Yeah, it's going to take me straight to the PDF from Facebook. So people can go straight to it. Or, of course, I can right-click and save linked file as. And, you know, oh, that's doing a redirect, actually. You should be able to. Anyway, the main thing is that people can click on it and go straight to the PDF. Yeah, and then they can obviously save that PDF to their desktop. So there we go. So that's how to sneakily and very quickly upload a little PDF to the internet and then to be able to actually show it on your page. So that's pretty cool. Oh my goodness, I've got so many questions. All right, can I yeah, is everybody, are you finding this helpful? Are you getting some stuff out of this, yeah, just to see how everything works? Yeah? Awesome. Great, absolutely. Oh, good. Oh, great. Oh, wow. Getting really, really good response. Fantastic. Thank you. Roz is really, really excited. Brilliant. Yeah, Linda's saying it's great, but I do want to go through the replay. Yeah, we'll need as replay. Absolutely. So let me just go in and show you a couple of other things. All right, I'm just going to minimize the control panel again. If I come across in here to the templates, I want you to notice something, guys. If I hover over LinkedIn, there's this little white button and a Learn How To underneath. If I click on that button, then there is a video in here telling you exactly how to use that tab. Okay, and that is there for every single widget and every function. If I hover over General Settings and click on Learn How To, it's going to bring up a button showing you exactly how to use all of the settings within General Settings. Okay, if you want to set up Google Analytics for your page, you can do that as well in here. Okay, you can set up Google Analytics and therefore you can track all your visitors to your page. Again, hover over Additional Settings, click Learn How To, and there is full instructions on how to set up the Google Analytics account and you know, connect it to your page. Okay, every single tab has got instructions, and if you go to the dashboard has a link as well that actually says how to create a page. Okay, and that shows you how to create these fantastic little pages. And there's something I wanted to show you. I want to go back to, let me just think, Joe, order here. What order are we going in? The other really cool thing that I wanted to show you before I go and do something else is I can save this as a template. Let's say that I've created this page and I love it and I think it's really good. I mean, this one's obviously not. But let's say I've added some headers and a nice opt-in form and some other things, and I think this is really good. I'd love to use it on one of my other Facebook pages, but I don't want to have to recreate the entire tab. I can now click this, I can save this as a custom template, and I can call it webinar tab, for instance. Okay, and I can save it either as private just for me, or if I've created a really funky template and I want to go and share it with other people because I'm feeling particularly generous, then I can make it a public template, which means other people can use it, okay, who are using the tabs. And then I can simply save as custom template. Okay, and that's just going to save that in there, and then what I can do is log in or go and select another page, install a new tab, and go and use that template. Okay, because it saves it just as this custom template. So it's going to say custom template successfully saved, and then you can click on your saved templates and it's going to bring up all your saved templates, and these are the ones that I've just been playing around with. But there's the one that I've just created. That's the private template that I've just created. Okay, so I'd be able to now log in as a different page and go and grab that template now and use it on a different page entirely and not have to recreate, which I think is a really good feature as well. Plus, everybody, including free members on the call, as of Monday, you will have access to all of the ready-made templates. So we actually have a whole raft of templates for you to use as your page. So what I'm going to actually do now is just grab one of these just to show you how they work, which is going to override this. Okay, so whatever you do, never pick a ready-made template if you've just created a page, because it will completely wipe out your page. Okay, so if you want to keep your, but although I've saved it as a custom template, so I could go back and get this. So anyway, I'm going to click on ready-made templates, and then I'm just going to grab one, any one, pick one, this one. Let's just go with that one. And all you do is you click on the template that you want to use, and then that's going to bring that up, and then you can play with that template. You can basically just move it around and add your videos and do whatever in here. Okay, so here's a place for you to change your logo, to change your information. All of these are just editable text boxes and widgets and stuff. There's a video there. You could put in a photo. There's text in there. That's an opt-in form. I'm going to show you how to use that in a sec. Text in there, and then photos or videos down here. Yeah, all of this is editable. It's all completely editable. All that's not editable is a background. You know, you've obviously got this kind of layout that we've created for you, and it just gives you something to start with so that you're not creating a page from blank. Now, here's what you need to do when it comes to the opt-in form on these pages, though, just so you know. You can either go into your autoresponder and go and create an opt-in form and overlay this. Okay, so you would basically edit this and put in your full HTML code, yeah, and what by putting in the full HTML code, it's going to bring in all the styling as well from your web page. So you can use any autoresponder at all, and you can just overlay. So you can just bring in and then just put that on here and make sure that it covers this particular graphic. This is a graphic in here that's not going to move, yeah. So you need to just make sure that it covers this particular graphic and overlay that by using your own form. Or what you can do is just with Aweber at the moment, we will be expanding these. It hasn't quite made this update because we were focusing on some other things, but we will be expanding it from Aweber to also things like GetResponse and iContact and MailChimp, etc. Or possibly not MailChimp because that's a bit more complicated, but anyway, we will be expanding it to other autoresponders, and what you will need to do then is just go and grab the lines of code necessary for the actual functionality of the form to sit behind the design that we've created for you on here. So for instance, in Aweber, if I go to Aweber as an example, and I grab that code, and let's just say I go and put it in a text edit file down here, the lines of code I need are the input types. So there's 8 lines of input types, yeah? What that means is that it doesn't take any of the design, the styling that I've created in the web form, but it does bring in the functionality, i.e. if somebody leaves their details and presses submit, then that still goes to my Aweber list, okay? So it does bring in the functionality, but it doesn't bring in the styling. And then what I can do is go back to my form. Okay, I did cancel and just minimize that. I can go back to my form here and click edit and just put in those 8 lines of code. I do need to make sure it's right up the top left, and edit widget. And then it doesn't see, it doesn't bring in the form, it doesn't overlay anything. It just means that the functionality of that form will work, but the design that we've created in the template for you remains the same. Okay, and there you go, and that's that. And I can then just click obviously Save Tab, and then if I go to my tab on Facebook, once that's saved, then that's going to change that. If I just refresh the page, just give it a sec to load, that's going to change the page and load up my new page. Any minute now, there we go. Okay. And there we go. And obviously you'd have your own video, text, etc. in here. But if I click on there, look, you can see that I can actually enter my details. So I can enter my email in there and click submit, and that would work. So that's how you also use the background ready-made templates. Okay? So, as I said, also you can put in your Google Analytics and actually track your page, which is a very, very good idea. And I think there's some videos I do either on my blog or in the site that show you why you should be tracking and the key numbers you should be tracking. So that's a really good idea as well. That's how you use the templates. Now, I just wanted to show you, I want to go over to the Social Networking Academy, because I want to show you a couple of our pages that we're currently using, okay, that are decent converting pages. So here's our free custom templates. If I click on that one, for instance. Now, here's the things I want to actually show you. This page, yeah, converts at, I think it's 35 or 36%, right? Is it? Yeah. Okay, which is a really decent conversion rate. Okay, in fact, it's one of the highest conversion rates we've had. Okay, 35-36%. And notice the simplicity of the page. All we've got is a headline and an opt-in form and, you know, an example of the template. That's it. Really, really simple. Okay, and this is probably one of our highest converting pages. So this has really changed how I feel about them. I've always been a huge advocate of fancy design and making sure it just and you know what, I don't know if any of you have ever seen Ali. He talked at one of my events in London. He's awesome. He's a Google Analytics guy, a Google PPC guy, very, very clever guy. And a long time ago, actually, he said to me, Joe, you know, it's your headline and the copy that matter the most. You know, that's what people are looking at. He said, I've had really, really ugly landing pages, but they have got the correct information that people are looking for on them, and they've turned out to be the highest converting pages I've ever created. Now, I'm not advocating you all go out there and start creating ugly pages, but what I am saying is that you need to make sure that you're focusing when you build a page. Right? You need to make sure that you focus on your headline first. That's got to be the biggest thing you think about. What's my headline? What does my market need? What does my market want? What can I, you know, how do I show them what I've got to give them and show them how it's going to be of the most benefit? What do they need? So we've got create a custom business Facebook page for free. Yeah, and that's it. Create a custom business Facebook page for free. And then we hit on the most important points. Make your professional fan pages in minutes. You don't need any design or coding or anything like that. You can publish instantly. You can customize quickly and easily. And you can profit from social media because I've also got some videos. Yeah. And this is definitely our highest converting page. And it's definitely not the prettiest one I've ever produced. But really, guys, the key thing there is the headline. And if we go back to the SNA page and click on this one, Master Facebook, this one is also converting fairly high. And again, learn what every small business must know to master the world's biggest social network, 4-day mini course. Now, it's funny because I'm a big one. I think you guys all know me. I'm a really big, a real big one for putting videos on my pages. Put a video on there, personalize your page, yeah? But I think the thing is with Facebook, what we're finding is that people have got so little time. And they haven't got the time to hang around and actually, you know, watch videos and get to know you. And they either like the sound of your offer or they don't, you know. So we're still testing it, and I'm still convinced that I can put a video on there that's maybe 30 seconds long, just saying, hello, my name's Joe, check out this or whatever. I'm convinced that I can do it and convert it even higher because I still believe in personalized videos. But I really do think it's important that those videos are so short, literally 30 seconds. If you're going to do a personalized video on there, you want to make it really short. And again, it's all about your headline. Make sure that that headline is exactly what your customers are looking for in order to really convert. But as you can see, neither of these pages are hugely pretty, but they're both really high, high converting pages. Okay, so a couple of other things I wanted to come back over here and just show you. If I go back to the dashboard, then I just wanted to, I can do it from within here actually, I didn't need to go back to the dashboard. Another one, just here in the dashboard, click here to learn how to set up your tabs. If I click on that, a big video comes up, it's just 4 minutes long, and it actually just shows you how to go from here through into the actual editor and actually create your tab from within here. Okay, so there is training with literally everything, all right, all across the entire platform. I just really wanted to quickly show you our timeline cover creator. This is a very cool tool, and basically we can go in here now and create a new timeline cover, and that's going to open this page here. And this is just again, it looks very much like our other one. It's just a canvas for your timeline covers, okay? And I'm not going to go through the whole process because I'm just really watching that time there and I don't want to keep everybody too long, but I can test for webinar, so I can give it a name, and then I can drag this little timeline covers down here, so you can upload a photo, an image, anything you want to upload if you want to, and start moving your images around. Or you can also grab our timeline covers. So we have a whole load of different covers in here just to help you get started. I know a few of you have been using some of these already. I've been seeing some of them around Facebook. And you can just go and grab one of these images and use it as your timeline cover. So if I just clicked on that one, for instance, and there is my timeline cover, and then I can go and I can add images to that. So I can just go and grab any image. Here we go, let's go grab an image, FB marketing, there we go. Just grab that image and add image. Ignore the link URL, we're going to take that off because obviously you can't add a link. Oh, that's not a transparent image, but you get the idea. So I can just go and add images in here. I can add text in here. Obviously I can drag the text down and say welcome to our page, and then I can bold that and make that, I don't know, impact. It's not a great font, impact, but we'll just do that. Actually, let's make that 7, and then let's make that white, and then add that widget. So I can do that maybe. You know, and again, we've got these sort of image buttons in here, so you can go and pick an image or whatever. And there's your timeline cover, and then you just basically click save, and then you click publish, and then you go to install, and it's going to download it onto your desktop, yeah, as a PNG file, okay, as an image. And that's it. That's all you do with the timeline cover, and all of a sudden, boom, you've got an image actually on your desktop that you can go and upload onto Facebook, and you can change your timeline covers as much as you want. You can really play with this. Actually, we're going to add the shapes tool in here as well, and we're looking to hopefully add a rotating tool, so you can rotate the images, and all sorts of other bits and pieces. So this is like our first phase of our timeline editor, and it's really cool. Okay, so that's how you would use the timeline cover creator, and you can create unlimited timeline covers. So you just click on publish there. This takes a while actually to publish, so I'm not going to hang around in here too long, and then you can do that. And then last but not least, and I'm not going to demonstrate it to you now because it would take me another good half an hour to go through and show you how it works, but we've also got our brand new competition application as well. So you'd go through the exact same process. Just give 1 second because my timeline cover is saving. So there you go, there's my timeline cover. And it's just we've just got one small teething problem with this font thing at the moment, so that's with our developers, and that'll all be fixed by Monday when this is launched properly. Okay, so let's go back to the dashboard, and if I come down here to one I created earlier, this is our competition app. I'm going to go into Test Tab 1. And basically what we can do now as well is create competition. So what you'd do is you'd create a brand new tab, okay, and then click on competition app, yeah, and it would bring you into this page, which is our competition app page, okay. And again, you've got click here to learn how to use the competition app. So there's a video in here. It's just all catching up. Sorry, my thing's just catching up. There is a video in here that shows you. Let's just close that down while it catches up with itself. Okay, click here to learn how to use the competition app. My browser's playing up. Anyway, there's a video on there, okay, that shows you exactly how to use the competition app. And then if we come down here, you can see what I've done here is I've actually uploaded a JPEG. This is a JPEG, okay? It's just an image that we had created by our designer. And then what I've done is down here I've just added some little functionality. So I created this web form in Aweber. You can see that he's designed a web form, yeah, and I wanted to really recreate it and overlay it. So I've created a replica using the Aweber web form function. Very good, the Aweber web form function. You can just do so much. As you can see, I've literally just replicated that, and then I've overlaid that so that I've got my opt-in form in there, okay. And I've put in the close date because I've set the close date. I've got official rules, and I've obviously got the Facebook disclaimer, and all this system pretty much does everything for you. Okay, it does everything for you. So you can build a competition app using all of the same widgets, okay, but now you've got all these application settings in here. This is a sweepstake, okay, we're calling it competition, but really I think we should change the wording to sweepstake. This is for sweepstake competitions, so people are going to be selected at random. So you create actually your main competition page here. You also create your thank you page from within here. So if I click on thank you page, it's going to take me through to the thank you page. And that takes me in here. Again, it's just a JPEG that I've put in here. Okay, we have this really great tool, which is a lucky URL, which basically creates a URL, a dynamic URL on Facebook, and if people go and share that lucky URL, then the person who's actually taken the the user who's taken that URL and gone and shared it on Facebook, yeah, if other people then click on the URL from their share, they get more points, okay? And the more points they get, then when they're in here as a contest member, if I click on that, you can see we've got just obviously myself and Rex, we're just testing it. This would be full of contest members. and if they shared it, then you get people with more points. And then at the end of the competition, when you go to select a winner, we clicked on select a winner, this box shows up at the end of the competition, okay, after the competition date finishes. And what it will do is it will pick somebody randomly, but it will pick from people with the highest points. And if you choose not to use a lucky URL, it'll just pick randomly from all of the people that have entered the contest. But here's the really, really cool thing that I think is great about the competition app is it works with your autoresponder. And we searched high and low for a long time trying to find an app, because we just wanted to white label somebody else's. We actually didn't want to create our own because there's a lot of work to it. And we searched high and low for a really decent app that we could white label that worked with the autoresponder. In other words, once people entered the competition, they were able to obviously enter the competition and their name and email address would work directly with your autoresponder. And we couldn't find one, even the big guys. Even like Wildfire and stuff like that, we could not find somebody who actually integrated it with your autoresponder. So we've built our own. And this integrates with your autoresponder. So when they sign up, whatever autoresponder you use, then when they sign up, they're going to come in and be in this database and be in your autoresponder. So, it's a great way as well, using a competition to help you build a customer database. And I think this competition is on Joe's test page, so I can actually show you it live. I think that's where it is, where I had it. Oh, here we go. So come down here and click down here to Awesome Competition. I think that's it. Open that page. Okay. Oh no. I must have been testing a new one, but this is basically a different one I did. Okay, so welcome to our competition. You can see it ends in 6 days, 5 hours and 44 minutes on Saturday, the June the 30th. And if I put my name and email address in there and click register now, then I'm going to go through to the thank you page, where I would love to be able to actually show you this competition though. But let's not worry about it. Let's go back to the dashboard and find that competition so I can show you what happens. Alright, so if I just go in and put, say, Joe in there, and I don't know, I've got so many email addresses, but I don't know which one it would have used. Let's just go in and do this one of my many email addresses. Let's see if that one works. I might come up with a little message from Aweber now saying you're already signed up with this email address. And oh good, here we go. I was using this as a test earlier with Neil. We were playing around with the different things. Okay, so obviously it's rubbish. It looks rubbish, yeah. You would create a really good thank you page and all the rest of it. But I wanted to show you this. Look how cool this is. This is the lucky URL, right? So I've built this inside of our system, okay? And if I open the link in a new tab, I want to go and share this now so that I get more points. So if I just go and click that, look what happens. It's not just a horrible link that you're sharing, it actually has this really nice button and everything, and you set all this up in the templates. It's really easy. You go and you enter a graphic, you go and you enter your text, so that when people go out and share that lucky URL, it's actually a really nice link to share with details on it. Yeah. So guys, that's pretty much the bones of our app, which I wanted to show you tonight. Let's go and have some questions. Let's go and have some questions from people. What does everybody think? First of all, what does everybody think about it? I'd love to know your thoughts on what you think about the sorry, I'm just reading a comment of the apps. You liking it? Good. Awesome. Okay, alright. Well guys, I do just want to let you know, I think everybody on the call by now knows, because you're all on my email list, that we're running a special offer at the moment for the Social Networking Academy. Yeah, to become a lifetime member, and obviously this finishes on Sunday. I'm going to go and we're going to do questions right now, but I just wanted to tell you about this, okay? We are running this special offer. Now at the moment, as a free member on Monday, what you're going to get access to, okay, is the templates, unlimited tabs on unlimited pages with all of those ready-made templates, with all of the widgets and everything. I mean, that's a cracking free offer. I'm really liking that, okay? So you get access to all of that, all right, for free. However, what you'll find when you create the pages is it will have the SNA branding on it, obviously, because it's a free tool. It's completely free, yeah? So it will have the SNA branding on it, a little button just on the top right and at the bottom of the page that just says, you know, powered by the Social Networking Academy. Okay, and then what you don't have access to as a free member is you don't have access to the timeline cover creator, and you don't have access to the competition app. Okay, that is for members only. And if I go into one of the tabs, so let me just click on the webinar tab again, for instance, that I created. The other thing that's on here for members and not for free members is this graphics pack, which has probably got somewhere in the region, I need to sit down and count them, but I would say somewhere in the region of 500 graphics. You got 200 app graphics, so 200 tab graphics, yeah? So that's these tabs here. So if I click on Joe's test page, that's these little babies. Hide that. Yeah. So there's 200 of these on there for you to be able to load on here to create different, you know, in hellos, welcomes, enter the competition, little symbols, all things like that. There are hundreds of social media icons in all different, you know, shapes and sizes, and, you know, they're neon pink and black and wood and matte and silver and all the rest of it. Hundreds of social media icons. Whole load of like belcher buttons types, you know, enter now, start here, get started today, add to cart, all of that kind of stuff. You know, the orange ones, the big kind of belcher orange ones. There's download here, just loads and loads of graphics, okay, so they're all on there as well for members, and also there's bonus videos, okay, again for people who are full members. If I click on bonus videos, and that's how to create a funky timeline cover. If you click on that, and this was just coming up absolutely fine earlier. There we go. How to create an awesome FB and landing page, and how to create a super duper competition. Okay, so these are more in-depth videos. Each video is like about 20 minutes long, I think, and they're much more in-depth videos, you know, on how to really create fantastic timeline covers, really how to create awesome landing pages, and how to create really, really great competitions. Okay, so they're all in there obviously for members as well. Plus we've got our new course starting on the 10th of July, which is our 7-week social media super brand course. So that's over 7 weeks. I'm going to be sending you some videos and doing live coaching and stuff like that with you, all about how to really, really use social media to set up a fantastic brand and drive loads and loads and loads of customers to your pages. It's really just about marketing. The whole course is really about marketing, and it's not step by step. This is how you use Facebook, and you can go and see all of those videos for free on my blog. I've got basic Facebook training, basic Facebook pages training, all for free over at my blog. This is really key marketing strategies to help you really drive customers to your page, and that's starting on the 10th of July. I'm very excited by that, and that will end, the finale of that is the social media manager training. Okay, and we're going to be interviewing some current social media managers on how they're really creating fantastic businesses. So that starts on the 10th of July. So I'd love you guys to come on board. So we're running a special offer. Rhett's going to put the link in the box and send that to you all, so you can go and have a look. It's $100 off the lifetime membership. You know, I'm not going to do a huge this is what you get, but the Social Networking Academy is just jam-packed full of stuff. You know, you've got an entire social media library in there of all the different things. We're adding more courses all the time. We're about to add a Pinterest course. in there very soon. And of course we've got our live coaching every 2 weeks. There's all the access, obviously full access to all of the templates and the graphics and everything else. And there's the 90-day coaching program on there. From this month we're starting to do the monthly action plans. You're going to get an action plan every month in one of our coaching calls to give you something to go out and do to actually generate fans or traffic or make money that month. That's the goal here. So look, there's just loads and loads and loads and loads of stuff. Okay, Roz is saying the private group is worth the entire fee. Yes, of course we have a private members only Facebook group. So it's really super value for money at its current price of $397, let alone with the $100 off. Okay, so it's $297 special offer. It ends at midnight on Sunday, when on Monday obviously we launch these templates, and the full price to everything goes back up to $397 for the time being, because I keep being told by my members that it's way too cheap. I do, seriously. I get emails from my members saying, Joe, you need to charge more. So that I just wanted to tell you guys about that. That's over. If you want to go and join us, we would love to have you. And that's over here at the Social Networking Academy. In fact, you know what? It's not just that I'd love to have you. Come and join us. It's such good value. It's really good. Come on. Okay, I'm not going to the Social Networking Academy. Sorry about this, guys. My browser's having a funny 5 minutes. So I'll show you that page in a minute. But for now, Roz, when you say midnight on Sunday, how does that convert in Eastern time? Whatever the time difference is between Eastern and Pacific, Roz, it's midnight Pacific. Okay? So I think that's 3 a.m. Monday morning. Yeah? Celia, if I already have some Facebook fan pages, can I add the templates and apps? Yeah, absolutely, Celia. Yep, all you're going to do is go into our system, connect with Facebook, and then you can start adding your apps straight through to your Facebook page. That's exactly how it works. Yep, it's just an app that you're adding to Facebook. Oh, here you go, guys. I've got them on here now. So here's special offer. If you go to our page, you'll see special offer. Just click on that. Okay, and there's a little video on there from me and the buy now button, and that buy now button is just going to take you straight through to PayPal. Okay, so that's that. If I already have some Facebook fan pages, I've done that one. Great.